Hello, coming to you from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware. I'm Marshal Manlove from Delaware Sports and My Sports Reports, and this segment is dedicated to the 2023 All Henlopen North Conference softball teams, honorable mentions, second team, and third team. Now, we have a bunch of sports, a bunch of conferences, a bunch of honorees, and I would like to try to do dedicated segments for each of them. However, I don't really get full cooperation in getting pictures and some information. So I'm only able to do the produced segments that I have completed the majority of these honorees. Did that even make any sense? All right. Well, it made sense in my head. It usually makes sense in my head by the time it filters through my tramp here. It comes out totally different. Totally differently. It comes out all messed up. This is brought to you by allaboutsportsu.com. Mr. Tim Wampler is a longtime softball coach and mentor. He's developed this online training academy for softball players. And if you go to allaboutsportsu.com, subscribe for 1 year, use this promo code, which you see flashing on the screen, take 15% off of that subscription. That's allaboutsportsu.com. And if you are in the market to buy or sell a home in Delaware, Maryland, or Pennsylvania, I can help you out in all 3 states. Visit my real estate website, Marshal with 1L.kw.com. So now let's take a look at the All Henlopen Northern Conference softball teams, and we are going to begin with the honorable mentions and work our way up to the first team. And we're going to begin with Jamie Chandler, a senior from Dover. Addison Wiesenberg, honorable mention all conference. She is a freshman from Smyrna. Mackenzie Mitchell, a junior from Polytech. She finished the regular season batting .319 with a .396 on base percentage, and she had 15 runs scored and drove in 5 runs for the Panthers. Elena Bueller, a sophomore from Cape Henlopen. Bailey Manier, a senior from Caesar Rodney. Lily Harrison, a junior from Milford. Ella Justice, a senior from Sussex Central. Those are the honorable mentions. They don't specify a position with those honorees at the honorable mention level. They will at the second team and first team. And now let's move on to the second team. We'll begin with Lauren Dickerson, a junior from Milford, first baseman. Lindsay Roscoe, freshman from Smyrna. She's a pitcher. Jalen Slater, a junior from Cape Henlopen. She's a catcher. Abigail Marsh, a sophomore from Cape Henlopen. She's a pitcher. With 1 game remaining left in the season, she struck out 84 and has 158 career strikeouts and is hitting .327 for this year. Peyton Shields, a senior from Caesar Rodney, pitcher. Sydney Hatch, a junior from Caesar Rodney. She's a shortstop. Ashlyn Schmidt from Caesar Rodney. She's a senior and plays third base. From Sussex Central, Cameron Payne, a senior, their second baseman. Catherine Hassler, a junior, an at-large honoree, and Cam Sockrider, an outfielder. She is a senior for the Golden Knights. Ryan Durnall, a sophomore from Smyrna. She's a utility player. Ava Calciano, a sophomore from Cape Henlopen. She's an at-large honoree. Cheyenne Silvis, a junior from Polytech, an outfielder. She hit .366 with a .409 on-base percentage. 5 multi-hit games. At one point in the season, had 8 straight hits in 4 games in a row of multiple hits, 7 RBIs, 10 runs scored, and did not make an error all year in the outfield, contributing 1 outfield assist for the Panthers. Brianna Windish, a freshman from Cape Henlopen, utility. Kirsten Johnson, a senior from Smyrna. She's an outfielder. Loretta Price, sophomore from Smyrna, at-large honoree. Ellie McCarthy, a sophomore from Caesar Rodney, at-large. Plays second base. Before we get to the first team, this is also brought to you by me, Marshal Manlove, stage hypnotist. If you would like a funny, fascinating, a memorable experience for a party or an event that you are having, please consider my stage hypnosis show. Details about which you can find at marshallmanlove.com. Mark down October 7th on your calendar, 7 p.m. It's a Saturday, and I don't do many live shows, especially here in my home state in Delaware. For some reason, I do them all over the place, but rarely here, maybe one every 2 years or so. But on that evening, October 7th, I will be at the Smyrna Opera House. Ticket details to follow, and you will be able to find them on marshallmanlove.com. So let's take a look at the first team now, the All Henlopen Northern Conference softball teams, beginning with Mara Everton, a junior from Polytech. We just met her the other day in an interview. Check our video platforms to learn more about Mara. This year, she started all 18 games and threw 120 innings. She only gave up 16 earned runs. That's an ERA of .93, and she had a WHIP, which is a walk and hit per innings pitched ratio of .65. She struck out 200 batters for the year and threw 4 no-hitters for the Panthers, including on the last game of the season against the Flight B champions from Odessa. Kylia Reynolds, a senior from Milford. She's a pitcher. Sussex Central places 4 softball players on the first team. Tequila Davis is a junior. She's their shortstop. Madge Layfield is a junior. She's their pitcher. McKenna Boyle, a senior. She plays first base. And Amara Cropper, a junior. She won an at-large honoree. Megan Shirey, senior from Smyrna, third base. Gianna Duca, a junior from Smyrna, second base. Lanaya Lewis, a senior from Sussex Tech. She's a catcher. And her sister, Shania Lewis, a senior from Sussex Tech. She is an outfielder. Michaela Brantley from Smyrna. She's a senior outfielder. Rachel Carey, a junior from Polytech, a utility honor winner. Mainly plays first base for the Panthers. Caitlin Horton from Caesar Rodney. She's a senior outfielder for the Riders. Olivia Heers, a sophomore from Cape Henlopen. She wins at-large honors for the Vikings. Haley McCutcheon, a junior from Smyrna, at-large honor. Peyton Shields, a senior from Caesar Rodney, at-large. Yes, she's on the first team and the second team for the Riders. And that's a look at your 2023 All Henlopen North Conference softball teams, the honorable mention, second team, and first team. Special thanks go out to my wonderful, beautiful wife, Dawnie M., my friends Joey V. and Tommy K., supporters of the show from day one. Would you like to support the show? Just subscribe on whatever video platform you find these productions. It's free to do so, will always be. If you'd like to submit some newsworthy item to me, use this email address that you see scrolling along the bottom of the screen there. It's mysportsreports@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Marshal Manlove, and now from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, I hope that you have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, whenever you are watching this. Peace, love, and joy to you all.